How is overtime pay calculated for employees? Imagine working a full week and wondering how your extra hours are paid. Understanding how overtime pay is calculated can help you know if you're getting the right amount. Under the Fair Labor Standards Act, which sets federal rules for wages and hours, non-exempt employees must be paid at least 1.5 times their regular hourly wage for any hours worked over 40 in 1 week. This means if you work more than 40 hours, your employer needs to pay you extra for those hours. First, employers figure out your regular hourly rate. They do this by dividing your total earnings for the week by the total hours you worked. Your total earnings include your hourly wages, non-discretionary bonuses, commissions, and other pay, but not certain statutory exclusions. If you work at different pay rates during the week, your employer may use a weighted average based on hours worked at each rate to find your regular rate. Next, they calculate your overtime rate, which is 1.5 times your regular hourly rate. For example, if your regular rate is $20 per hour, your overtime rate becomes $30 per hour. Then, they multiply the overtime rate by the number of hours you worked beyond 40. If you worked 45 hours at $20 an hour, your overtime pay is 5 hours at $30 an hour, totaling $150. Finally, your total weekly pay combines your regular pay for the first 40 hours plus your overtime pay for the extra hours. So, if you earned $800 for 40 hours and $150 for 5 overtime hours, your total for the week is $950. It is important to include all hours worked, even if they involve prep work, meetings, or training, if your employer knew or should have known about them. Bonuses and commissions also count toward your total earnings before calculating your regular rate. Employers must be careful to pay the correct overtime rate and not just a flat hourly rate for all hours. Paying a flat rate that does not include the overtime premium is against the law. If they do this, you are owed the difference between what you should have been paid and what you actually received. Following these rules is essential for employers to stay compliant with employment laws and avoid legal issues. Accurate tracking of hours and correct calculation of your regular rate help ensure you get paid properly for all the extra work you do.